No.
Well, Dad, from what I can see down at the bottom, there's a little box that says start broadcast. And so you just click on that, and then I don't know if you guys can see it, but up in the corner, I can see where it says live.
I can see where it says live. So, I think you must have to start the group to record it.
Yeah, the only person that can record it is the one that hosts it.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, everybody, did you get your work done, the preparation and everything for today?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome. So I think according to the directions, all we were supposed to do was to go over part 2 of the preparation assignment together and then take the quiz. Is that how you guys understand it?
Yeah, that's what I thought we were supposed to do.
Do you guys want to review it? Did you have any questions? Do we want to just skip right to the quiz? How do you guys want to handle this?
I understood it. I'm good with doing the quiz.
Same here.
I'm okay with going right to the quiz.
All right. Well, we have a couple of options. It says that we all have to do it individually. So do we want to pull it up on our computer, or do you guys want me just to share my screen and then you have to go back later and do it yourselves? How would you like to do it?
I'm good with pulling it up on my computer if that's what you guys want to do.
Sure.
Do you want to, should everybody do it together just on our own computers, or should we have one person share our screen and then the rest of us go back and do it later?
I think as long as we're doing it, we might as well just do it all at the same time. But I don't know. You guys tell me what would work best. I mean, I guess the rest of us can just write it down if that's what we want to do. I don't care.
All right. Well, how about if I go ahead and I go ahead. I think I can share my screen. I am not 100% sure. Let me see if I can do it. And then if you guys want to fill it out on your screen at the same time, we can do that. You can do that. Otherwise, you can just write down the answers. Does that sound okay, guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so here is the instructions. I didn't notice where it says we could go back and use our notes. Are you guys aware of that? If we could do that, or
Yes.
we just...
Yeah, everything I've read says we can use our notes.
Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and get started on this group meeting quiz. Oh, we're allowed 2 times, so in case we... Okay. Oh, the solutions come available so we can discuss them too. All right, well, this shouldn't be too terribly challenging then, I hope. Okay, so question 1. I completed the individual preparation. Okay, I guess we can all answer true to that one. We are all here, so I suppose we can say that we participated. All right. All right, do you guys want me to read it out loud, or should we just kind of read it to ourselves?
I don't care, whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay, why don't you just read it to yourselves? Okay. Did everybody have a chance to read over it? All right. Robert, what would you guess it to be and why?
I would think it's collect data because you're trying to figure out exactly how you want to collect data and you already know the study you want to do. And it's not describing data because you're not telling the tools you're using, so I would think it's the second step.
Okay. Patty, what do you think?
I think that, well, I kind of think it could be either design the study or collect the data because it says that they're still trying to determine if they'll use an observational study or an experiment.
Okay. What do you think, Jeremy?
Yeah, I thought it was either number 1 or number 2.
I think, my opinion is that I think it's designing the study because I think they're trying to figure out, like Patty said, you know, who they're trying to appeal to, what steps, you know, how it's going to be set up. So I think it's designing the study. But
In the solutions for the prepare assignment under design the study, it says, what is the population?
so they're discussing who the population is.
Yeah.
All right. So can we agree then, design the study?
I think so.
Sure.
All right. All right, number 4. A researcher has collected the results of a survey where their participants were asked how many hours of TV they watch each day. The researcher tallies the frequency for each category and computes the mean number of hours watched. She then creates a histogram to help illustrate the overall distribution. Which of the 5 steps of the statistical process did the researcher apply? Patty, do you want to go first?
So I think it's either make inferences or take action. I don't have my notes pulled up, but because she already made the histogram, and I think that was the last. Sorry, I'm going to pull my notes up really quick.
Okay. Jeremy, what do you think?
I mean, if it's the step where they're making graphs and stuff like that, then it would be describe the data.
Okay, I think that is my opinion. I think that's what it is because she already has the data and now she's trying to, you know, I guess describe it. Oh, I guess describe the actual word.
Right.
What do you think, Robert?
I just looked at my notes.
I agree.
Okay, Patty, what did your notes say?
Yeah, describe the data is the part where you do the graphs. So I agree.
Okay. All right. Question 5. Mumbai, India is a quickly growing city of importance in its own country as well as the global economy. A marketing research firm has been asked by a prominent fast food restaurant to help determine if the citizens in Mumbai would support his fast food business. From a list of all registered taxpayers, 3,000 names are randomly selected. Each individual on the list is mailed a brief questionnaire. The researcher receives 1,049 responses. Population is, okay, so who is the population? Is it all the citizens or is it just the ones that actually took? That's what I think it is.
I think
Because
it is too.
don't they call it a sample when it's only those that actually participate?
Yeah.
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 Okay. All right. So the population is the citizens. Next question. Mumbai, India is a quickly growing city of importance. Oh. Well, is this the same? Oh, this one, it says the sample. Okay, I was going, wow, we get 2 right without even having to think too hard. Actually, I have had random quizzes where they pick questions randomly, and I've had the same question. Have you guys ever had that?
Not yet.
I have before.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's only
I wish.
happened once, but it was actually the same question. But okay, so our sample is the 1,049 then, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 7. Studies have shown that retention of classroom materials can drop as low as 58% within 15 minutes of class and within 44% after the first hour after class. This forgetting curve continues so that within 6 days, only 25% is remembered. How can a student conquer this forgetting curve? The researchers in this study claim that constant review is important. Suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invited you to participate in a study where you were asked to review specific material 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes, an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then again 2 days after class for 10 minutes. Your teacher then gives you a short 10-question quiz where your score out of 10 is recorded. What type of data is your teacher collecting? I'm saying it's quantitative.
I think it's quantitative as well.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, because I think, I know that some categoricals can be numbers, but didn't they say that if, it changed, it wouldn't affect it? Whereas if he scored higher or lower on a quiz, that obviously
Yeah.
is.
I remember in the video when I watched it this morning, he said for the numbers to be categorical, it has to be something like a jersey where if you divide it, it doesn't mean anything. Or a
Okay.
jersey number or like a phone number where actually that makes it a categorical because it's different
Yeah.
in that regard.
Perfect. Perfect exclamation. Exclamation. Thank you. All right. So the top part looks like it is the same. So after the 6th day, your teacher asks you if you feel confident that you have retained at least 50% of the material. He then records your responses as yes, no, not sure. What type of data is your teacher collecting now? Not very accurate. I would say that's categorical, wouldn't it?
I think so because
Yeah.
and you in there's 3 different answers, and yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, I don't think that's a very good way to do it, but hey, that's what we're learning, right? Okay, same study. And then down here, your teacher also selects a group to give no review to the materials after the 6 days.
It's a control
This
group, right?
Group is called. Okay, so this group, okay, so do they still do the reminder? They study 10 minutes, hour after class and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think they're not doing any
They just
reviewing at all.
don't do anything.
So there should be a control group.
Okay. So if they don't do any studying whatsoever, then I agree it's the control group.
I agree.
Yep.
Okay. Which of the following would be considered an experimental design? Let's see, a telephone poll asking people about whether or not they vaccinate their children, administering the tuberculosis vaccination to one group or giving a placebo to another, a census, a mail survey asking people whether or not they received the tuberculosis vaccine.
Administering the tuberculosis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I just had a thought, kind of on something different. Now, these recordings, anybody can see, right?
No, I think
Yeah.
it has to be people that we invite or you give the link to, right?
Well, don't you post it on YouTube now?
Yeah, it goes to YouTube. So I'm thinking,
I think that maybe you can mark it. In the other things that I've done, I've always marked it
Private or just for the community or something like that.
I think it says unlisted or public. I've always listed it unlisted so that they have to have a link. But if we
Oh,
hit
okay.
private, or if we hit public, anybody can probably view it.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking, boy, anybody could come out and get all these, even the questions ahead of time. I mean, it's not too hard, but I just didn't think, well, that can't be good for the honor code. But anyways, sidetracked. Squirrel. In a study to determine the average wage of working people in Mumbai, which of the following would be the best sample? Every 10th worker that you meet as you travel the streets, all of the workers in one working district, many randomly selected workers in each of several working districts, or all of the female.
Many randomly selected workers.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that was unanimous. You want to become the next Jonas Salk and produce a vaccine that will help cure children of respiratory syncytial virus. You test the vaccine and compare it to a placebo and randomly choose one group of children to take the vaccine and one group to take the placebo. What or who are the experimental units or subjects?
Vaccine and placebo.
The subjects are the children, right?
Yeah, the children.
The children, yeah. Choose one group of children to take the vaccine, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I chose the children. You want to become the next Jonas Salk. Okay, same thing. You test the vaccine and compare it to a placebo and randomly choose one group of children to take the vaccine and one group to take the placebo. What are the treatments? So that would be the vaccine and the polio, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, number 14. In 1992, the U.S. government supported a study that was run for 15 years, where 4,608 low-income families were given a chance to move to less impoverished areas. They distributed vouchers and provided various support systems. The research wanted to determine if getting people out of poor neighborhoods would reduce the poverty level of U.S. citizens. Okay, the low-income families were randomly assigned to one of the following three groups. So there's the MTO Low Poverty Voucher Group, which received Section 8 certificates or vouchers usable only in low poverty areas with less than 10% of the population below the poverty line in 1990, along with counseling and assistance in finding a private unit to lease. The traditional voucher group, which received regular Section 8 certificates or vouchers, which is geographically unrestricted, and ordinary briefings and assistance with the local public housing authority. Okay, so they received counseling and assistance, and they received, I guess, just the regular assistance, which I guess doesn't include counseling. The control group, which received no certificates or vouchers but remained eligible for public or project-based housing and other social programs to which families would otherwise have been entitled. Oh, that was a long question to get to this. This study was I would say that it was an experiment, right?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think we probably could have skipped a lot of that blubber. Okay, match the following. Okay, so let's see. Let's do step 1. That would be design the study.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, what is step 2?
Collect data.
Collect.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's see. Step 3.
Describe.
Describe.
Step 4. Oh, sorry. I just make inferences. And then the last one is to take action, right? Does everybody agree with that?
I agree.
Yeah, I can't believe they really put it in parentheses. What the?
I know the letter. They're throwing us the bone on that one, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all of it. Let me go ahead and submit it, and we'll hope that we got it all. let's see, two. All right. That's
Yeah.
it. We got it all.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that didn't seem so horrible. I know that we talked about the homework. I know I was dreading it, thinking, "Oh man, that's going to go way beyond." But if you guys did it, did anybody besides Patty do it?
Yes.
The homework
Would-
quiz?
Just
And
the homework.
summary? Yeah, I did that, and the homework quiz.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
okay.
easy.
It was
Oh,
very easy.
I haven't done the quiz yet, but
Super easy.
okay.
Yeah, just so you know,
Okay.
you have 2 turns to do it, and you can look up what you got wrong on the first one and study it, because when you take it again, it's the exact same quiz.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Same order, same everything.
That's
So-
good.
You can use it as a little study guide for yourself.
All right. Well, I mean, I think that's all we needed to do then. I mean, I guess this brings us maybe to another point. We seem to go through that pretty quick. I don't know has anybody gone on to lesson 3? Do you guys know how challenging that is?
I didn't go on.
Well, I mean, eventually we're going to get into the numbers and crunching them and making the sample sizes and everything, so it'll get hard. This is just teaching the concepts right now.
Okay.
That's
So-
how my statistic class in my community college was for the same thing.
All right.
So it does get harder. It's just at the beginning it's easier because it's just the concepts you're learning.
Okay. All right. So then I guess we'll start meeting on we'll meet Thursday at the same time to go over lesson 3. Is that right?
Yeah.
Sounds
So-
good.
Do you want me to lead that one and create the group and stuff?
Sure. You can do that.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and if you don't mind, Jeremy, I'm going to go ahead. This email that you sent to me, I'm going to go ahead and post that on the Google group. I'm going to replace it with this one.
Sure.
So Patty can just have all of that information. Is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. And then we'll see you guys on Thursday.
Okay.
All right, have a good couple days.
Okay.
we'll
Thanks,
see you
you
then.
guys. Bye-bye.